I'm gonna take a few minutes to explain earned value, just in case you are not familiar with it or you need to refresh your knowledge. So this is where I'm gonna spend a few minutes. I know earned value is a straightforward on an activity level, but when we have an overlap or on a project level, things can get more complicated. So I'm gonna really just try to explain the concept because that's how we're gonna use it inside Power BI. So let's assume that we have two activities in the project. My project is 60-day duration. For activity A, the budgeted total cost is $10,000 and the budgeted labor units is 1,000 man hours. It has 4-day duration. Activity B has a budgeted total cost of $20,000 and the labor units are 500 man hours. Activity B has also 4-day duration. The overall project duration is 6 days, and we have also 2-day overlap. I am doing my progress update at the end of day 3, and I want to calculate the earned value or evaluate progress at the end of day 3 using the EVM, earned value management. The earned value management has several attributes. The most important ones are the planned percentage. What is the planned percentage on an activity level and on the project level? On an activity level, for activity A is 75%. Activity A has 4-day duration. 3 days are elapsed, so it is 75% planned. Activity B is only 25%. 1 day is elapsed. The planned value cost is the planned percentage multiplied by the budgeted total cost. So 75% multiplied by the total cost of $10,000. So the planned value cost is total $7,500. This is how much I should have achieved as per the baseline. For activity B, it's 25% times the $20,000. For the planned value labor units, it's the same concept, but I'm gonna replace the total cost by the labor units. Okay, and that's planned value labor units. How much or how many man hours I should have consumed to date. The actual percentage. While activity A is a 75% planned, I achieved only 50%. So there is clearly 25% delay. So the actual percentage is 50% for activity A. For activity B is 10%. The earned value cost, which can maybe translate into my payment application, 50% and total cost of $10,000. By the way, when I refer to the total cost, it's not like the actual cost of the activity. It's the BOQ price, because that's the way I do project control right now, is to manage the relationship between the client and the contractor. So if you have your own cost control, you can do that on a cost level. But what I mean here by cost and resource loaded, I mean the BOQ price is loaded inside the schedule. And that's the earned value cost for activity B. And the same concept will apply for earned value labor units, the 50% times the total labor units. That's the update on an activity level. That's my earned value by the end of day 3. So what is so that's the same table. And I want to right now calculate the overall planned percentage on a project level. The overall planned percentage is 7,500. The 7,500 we calculated here plus the 5,000 divided by the sum of the total cost of activity A and activity B. So I will sum the planned value cost and divided by the sum of the total cost. So overall, I get 41.6% for the whole project by the end of day 3. The actual percentage on a project level, the overall is, I'm gonna sum also it's the sum of the earned value cost of activities A and B, and I will divide this result by the sum of the total cost. So the overall actual percentage is 23.3%. The planned percentage it's going to be the actual percentage minus the planned percentage. So that's my planned versus actual or variance percentage. So I have a total delay of 18.3% earned value wise, because we have different indicators for performance evaluation. One that is related to time and one's related to earned value. So let me also explain that quickly. In my project, I have a few activities. I have the critical path. These are the activities which are time sensitive. I don't really care how much this activity costs for it to appear on the critical path. If the activity is delayed by 1 day, it will cause corresponding delays to the project completion. That's the critical path. We all know about it. I don't really care about how much it cost me. It could be a housekeeping if that's the case, and it will cost $1,000 only. There are other types of activities that are cost intensive. For example, MAP equipment. MAP equipment are not critical time-wise, but it accounts for a higher amount of cost. The activity is not necessarily critical, but it can weigh a lot in terms of cost. So for activity F, for example, if the activity F is in delay, you're going to lose money on the table, right? You're going to leave money on the table. You should have achieved more of the BOQ, but you failed to do so. But you are still on schedule, for example. So sometimes you are on schedule, but you are leaving the money on the table. And so that's why when I want to evaluate the project performance, I want to refer to the total float from Primavera, the total delay, days wise. I want to also refer to the earned value percentage wise. The one I just explained right now, the concept here is the percentage wise based on earned value. So maybe in a project, I can be 18.3% behind the schedule, earned value wise, but I'm on schedule. Surprisingly, you can also be ahead of schedule. It could happen. Like I'm forecasting that I'm gonna finish the project 1 week earlier because of my performance against time and sensitive activities. But I am showing delay based on the earned value metrics. I hope this is clear. It's sometimes it's confusing, especially when you report the progress. Like you can have 2 days of delay, for example, but you have 20% delay earned value wise.